bad foot, doing her best impression of a spoiled 5-year-old. "He showed up 3 days ago, and I can't get rid of him." I took a single step forward and peered over the edge. In the middle of the pool, underwater, was a man in a dark suit. I couldn't believe it. Mom had sent me out here to deal with a zombie. A freaking zombie! She must have been really mad. It was silly, really, my issue with zombies. They were generally harmless, more annoying than anything else. That whole thing about eating brains and craving flesh, bunch of crap. Zombies smelled bad. They had the whole creep-tastic stare-right-through-you thing going on, but munching people, not their thing. There were plenty of other things out there that did that. From an early age, Mom made sure I knew Hollywood had it all wrong. Zombies didn't rise from the grave to eat brains and infect people with their chompers. They were a corporeal manifestation of the deceased. Her overinflated wording, not mine. They pretty much appeared in a place they found comforting in life, and stayed there. An occasional gurgle or muscle twitch, but otherwise, nada. Getting rid of them was simple. A little quartz powder and a match did the trick. Of course, that was when they weren't under 6 feet of pool water. Payment was discussed with the agency, I asked, unlacing my sneakers. The one thing Mom and I learned the hard way: get the money up front. It wasn't just credit card payments and dinner checks people skipped out on in this economy. We'd been stiff too many times to count. The woman nodded and waved the check in front of my face. "Just get rid of that icky thing and it's all yours." Icky thing? She and her husband must have been an epic kind of love. "I don't deserve this," I muttered under my breath. Pulling off my socks, I stuffed them into the shoes, then pulled the iPod from my pocket and set it on the table next to my cell. "What was that?" the woman asked. She was standing off to the side, tapping her foot. Apparently, I wasn't moving fast enough. "Nothing." This was a clear case of punishment not fitting the crime. All I'd done was sneak off to take some incriminating pictures of the school principal and his much younger new girlfriend at a swingers bar outside town. Marcy Dubois, a girl in my math class, and the principal's daughter, paid me $500 to do it. No one in their right mind turns down an easy $500. Apparently, I should have. Mom had a strict no student jobs rule, meaning I was forbidden to take side jobs from classmates. What I'd done hadn't even been about the money. Well, it had a little, but it was also semi-personal. Another no-no in Mom's book. I'd gotten detention 4 times last week for being 3 minutes late to class. 3 minutes. Plus, I wasn't a fan of cheaters. If you asked me, I should have gotten a handshake and an oversized chocolate cookie for what I'd done. Not a soggy zombie. Squatting down by the edge of the pool, I slipped my legs into the cool water, sending ripples across the surface. The zombie didn't move. I held my breath and slipped the rest of the way in, fighting back a shiver. Communication was an issue with zombies. They didn't chat. Asking it nicely to step out of the water so I could set it on fire probably wasn't going to fly. I'd have to drag it out. That meant touching it. My stomach convulsed, and I fought back the remnants of the tuna bagel I'd eaten earlier. I was a professional, damn it. I could do this without tossing my cookies. Or my tuna. I let my head slip beneath the water and dove to the bottom of the pool. Extending a hand, I poked the thing's shoulder. Nothing. Gripping it under both arms, I pushed off the bottom and kicked hard for the surface. When my head broke the water, I nearly choked on the smell. The air stank like a month-old dead chicken in the summer sun mixed with rotting roadkill. Pungent and able to induce yakking with a...